Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn something about exception handling in Uipath, right? So when we say exception handling, what does it mean, right? So in automation project, we would like to identify the errors as they happen and perform measures, actions when they occur, right? Like handling gracefully instead of terminating or crashing the workflow, right? So for this, we have a special activity for this, which is called as try and catch activity, which I would show you um, in the UI path with an example. But let's see how does it look, right? So for that, we will go to activities and just search with try catch. So here it will be available, right? So we'll just drag and drop over here, right? All right. So you can see here there are three blocks instead, right? We have try, we have catches, and then finally. So each and every block has its own significances and its own importance, right? So the first one, as you can see, the try block, right? In try block, we actually keep the workflow where we might get an error, right? So during our uh, designing phase, right, we may face some errors, right? So if you identify where exactly we get the errors, kind of errors, and what measures we would like to take if we find that errors, then we can use these activities, and it is very effective activity instead, I would say, right? So this is all about try. And what is catches? So so in catches, here you can add multiple exception or error. When we say multiple exception and error, what does it mean? So if you have remembered during uh, the workflow execution, if I mean UiPath is not able to find that particular element or the selector value, at that time it will show some exception error, right? So that exception error is nothing but the system exception error, right? So that catches we can add over here, and we can add multiple catches instead, right? Not only one, but we can add some different type of errors. But since system exception is like universal, uh, it can take all types of errors, right? And exception, we can use the system exception here. The other part is finally. So here what we do is, here we perform some actions which has to be done after try and catch. So it will perform some actions after it tries, where we find the error, and in catches we will see what exactly it does after it finds the error, the solution part, right? And finally after that, if this one is anyway is optional, we can put some actions over here, or if we don't, we can just leave it as it is, right? So to better understand this one, we will do one example, right? So if you have remembered the last um, exercise which we did, where we spoke about how static element selector can be fixed, where the form were filled and the elements were changing its position each and every refresh web page, right? So we'll try to implement that project over here, right? Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, we'll just drag our earlier form filling project, that is RPF form filling. We'll just double click over here, right? And we'll just keep it like this, right? Okay, and we'll come back here, right? First of all, we'll just delete this one, and let's see where we were actually getting the errors, isn't it? So I'll just open this one, right? Okay, it's taking some time, but no issues. We'll just wait for some more. Okay. Right. So what we'll do is we'll create one workflow. Okay. So maybe we can create a sequence. In activities, we'll just type sequence and we'll drag and drop it here. Sequence. Right. That sequence we'll just drag and drop, and we'll perform some activities over here, isn't it? So first thing is we'll just open the browser, right, and then we'll open our RPA challenge form. Okay, rpachallenge.com. So if you remember, this is what we did in the last video, right? It has opened this website, and then what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to type into, isn't it? So since there are 7 types, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the address 17 and 1 submit click, right? So we'll just drag and drop 1, we'll just copy paste as well, right? Control C, Control V, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Along with this, we have one click activity as well, that is nothing but our submit button, right? So we'll indicate here for this click, and then we'll just indicate each and every element over here. The first one is the first name, right, and last name, right, so for this we need this data as well, right? Okay, so we'll just copy this challenge form, which is nothing but some data to be inserted in that web page, right? I'll just show you what all data are there. So these are the data which needs to be copied from here, from this folder to our folder, which is nothing but exception handling. So this is here, right? So first name, last name, and then company name, right? Okay, let's go here. First name, last name done, and then company name. We'll just connect here.